So Climate Solver, as you know, is a climate innovation platform which has been developed by initially in WWF Sweden, but it has now expanded to other developing countries. The idea of this platform is to propagate technologies which have a transformative potential in terms of reducing the carbon emissions and also in terms of enhancing energy access. So initially this platform started in 2008 in WWF Sweden, then it expanded to China in 2011. In India it came in 2012, and in 2013 it covered South Africa as well. The common link factor in all of them is the focus on the small and medium industries which develop technologies which have potential for huge replication. At the same time, they are cost effective and they provide solutions which help reduce the carbon emissions. In case of India, we insisted that it should include a major problem which we have here on energy, that is energy excess. We do not have 300 million people in the country do not have access to electricity. So the solutions which either through technology or through the business platform which they offer, so that these clean, sustainable energy solutions can be reached out to the masses, are also covered in this platform. In the case of big industry, while it is true that they pollute, they emit lot of emissions and there is a lot of pollution centered around big industry, at the same time the big industry has the access to technology and they have the resources to tackle this problem. There is also a lot of sort of command and control procedures put in place to control the pollution emanating from the large industry. Small and medium industrial sector, whether in India or other developing countries, is handicapped by way of access to the relevant clean technology, as well as they cannot invest a lot of resources towards these control of pollution. So that is why this is one sector which is important to be tackled from the perspective of energy, resource efficiency, and thereby reducing pollution. At the same time, the sector is very significant because in India, if you see, SME sector has about 45% of the Indian industrial output is contributed by the SME sector, and it contributes to 40% of the total export which India has. So it's a big sector, and that is why we chose this sector. In the last 2 years, when WWF India has awarded the SMEs, a total of 9 SMEs have been awarded, out of which 4 are in energy access category and 5 of them fall in the GHG reduction category in terms of low carbon solutions which they offer. For example, in the energy access, we had the award winning companies as Gram Power India Private Limited, Enfraji Solutions India Private Limited, NatureTech Infrastructure Private Limited, and EnviroFit India Private Limited. On the GHG reduction category, the awardees have been Green India Building Systems and Services Private Limited, in short known as GIBS, Toro Cooling Systems Private Limited. Both of them dealt with air conditioning solutions, and this year we have awarded Aspiration Energy Private Limited, which developed a innovative solar water heating system. Click Developments Limited, which is focused around the solar concentrating technology and its applications for air conditioning, for heating, meeting the low heat requirements in industries. And Equilibrium Energy Private Limited, which has developed a smart tool for monitoring the energy consumption in different sectors of the industry and in optimizing the energy usage so that it leads to energy savings. The process which we follow for the SME Climate Solver Award winners is that initially there is a nomination process. We have partnered with 6 reputed organizations in the country that include CII, DST, the Technology Development Board, we have CIIE, which is a unit centered at IIM Ahmedabad, and 3 other partners which are there. So these partners help us in sending in nominations. As they work in the innovation sector, they work with the SMEs, and the innovative case studies related to energy, they send in the nominations. In addition, we reach out through a website, through the press, to the SME sector. We write mails to them and get in direct nominations as well. Once we have the nominations with us, there is a very thorough process of evaluation which is undertaken. There are tools developed by WWF International which help us in assessing the performance of these SMEs. We compare them to global and Indian benchmarks, and on the basis of some preliminary screening, we put them to a very high profile distinguished panel which includes members from the government, from the industry, and from the NGO sector, reputed names who are there on the panel. And once they go through and advise us, then there is a due diligence carried out to see on the ground conditions how these industries are performing, and only after that the awards are given. I would say that we, WWF as a NGO, also has a role in making that shift, and that is very crucial. So we lay a lot of emphasis on the dissemination of information which is there. There are industry specific briefs which are prepared and circulated. There are climate solver films made on each of the awardees, and we try to reach out to the maximum industry people in this sector. We also put them on a global platform as well as on our website and circulate them at the relevant climate innovation related and the energy access related events, so that these solutions of the SME sector get wider visibility and helps them in enhancing their capacity to have a wider reach of their solution. A very important part is also in terms of interacting with other stakeholders. That includes the funding or the venture capitalists who are there. So some of the partner organizations I mentioned, they have their own seed funding which is there, as well as there are a number of venture capitalists which are there which try to pick up innovative solutions. So by providing them this outreach and visibility, I think that is our main focus and emphasis, so that these solutions are picked up and they reach out to a wider community and ultimately make a difference to the reduction in pollution, to the sustainability cause which we are working towards. And to be very specific, I think there is an increasing trend on innovation related technologies and on business models. So people are now much more climate conscious, they are aware, and the industry also is recognizing that ultimately in the long run, if they have a good environmental base, then its economic sustainability is also viable.